Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we're going live, yeah. Alright. Awesomies. Yeah. Alright, looks like I'm live. Heard good things about Monster Hunter World. Probably have to play at some point. I have a lot of games to play though. Alright, Uni. Best time to be mod and come on, join on the live stream. Not remembering a thing about the game that's being played. Alrighties. Woo. Okay. I'll be fine. I played all the Monster Hunter games before, I think. Or I played other games that were inspired by Monster Hunter, rather. Either way. How's it going, Kirito? Welcome. New? What if it's old? Alright. Nope, Uni, it's Monday today, so that means yesterday must have been Sunday. Last I checked. Guys hear any beepings and sounds? Don't worry about it. Microwaves getting used. Shit happens. Life goes on. Oh, I heard there was only one person yesterday, so... Like, I was still driving down. I was like 2.5 hours away from, Hey, how's it going, Armando? The free hentai is, on the internet, because the internet is for porn. Who used the microwave? That'd be Meth. Oh, wow, people are coming in. You guys are, what are you guys like? You guys are, like excited? Ready for this live stream? Yeah, Meth. Why is he there? He's my roommate. What if, you're like, what have I missed? Yeah, yeah, Uni. Methrill's my roommate now. It's been since the start of the year, so. Oh yeah, I have a roommate. Yo. So yeah, that's all it is. All right, Meth. Uni says hi.
Hi.
Meth said hi back. He's probably too busy actually getting like dinner. Not like me, who ate a bag of Doritos before this stream. Wait, what?
Less that and more, I realize you're streaming, so.
No, that too. Uni has been away. Uni has been preoccupied.
Oh my. How's Netgear?
Not that kind. Let's see. It's 6:59. Oh man. What genre of Doritos? I was eating the Blaze ones. I think there were ones that went with like the Mountain Dew Ice. Which was a pretty good Mountain Dew actually. I tried it like a few weeks ago. No, I was using the the Blaze ones. And Cool Ranch King. Everyone knows best Doritos are the spicier the better. Always. They had a nice kick to them. It was okay. I enjoyed them. Hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, they had some limited edition Doritos. Not everyone likes Thin Mints. And no, Cool Ranch is not the Thin Mints of Doritos. They're like the York Peppermint Patties of Doritos. By the way, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, because long time no see, Uni. Good morning. And, ladies and gentlemen, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time also means welcome to the Monday Night Livestream. Presented by yours truly, Anime Fan RK2K, last I checked. Afternoon, Metal. How's it going? And yes, we are playing more of the Fruit of Grisaia, because this game is a lot of fun, and I have no idea if we're supposed to actually get to any point beyond where we are. So I just assume that this game is all about, just, all about, hey, how's it going, Vanitas? Welcome. I'm assuming this game is all about just, slice of life with crazy eccentric people. It's good times. Anyway, let's go back to the game right away. Sachi has ellipses for me. She has double ellipses for me even. Don't even know what's going on, so. Specifically this. Wait, what? Am I missing something? Okay, June 30, no. Oh, starting the very next day, there's a clear change. So, apparently there's going to be a clear change in my environment. And we're going to see where this clear change is going. Box Nep. Nep in a box. Uni, stay! Stay! Sit on the rock at least. Don't go under it again. Sachi has suddenly moved from her habitual seat directly in front of the teacher's podium to the desk immediately next to mine. Wait, what? Not that she started pressing her blubber against me, Amana style. She just changed her seat. Amana style. Hey. Hey, it's me, Rebirth. Yeah. And this is how we make friends, guys. We need mods in this chat. King, Uni's a mod. The chat vanguard. Okay. Not a particularly dramatic event, really. Ah, but the older jealous sister comes into the picture. I'd like to hear an explanation myself, honestly. But first of all, can you stop interrogating me as if I'm an unfaithful husband? Yeah, spend time under the rock a week at a time. But this small change seems to have taken everyone around me by surprise, prompting general curiosity. Oh, that's right. I think last time we observed Sachi for a day and helped her with a few of the chores. And that's about it. It's a big rock. Guys, also, as a person who's running this live stream, I think I'm the biggest mod of all. I mean, I hope you guys behave anyway. Just saying. Oh well. Oh, an interesting scenario. Where would things go from there? Michiru, it's because it's all in your head. You must comply to the rules. I don't remember making you reveal your sick and twisted mind. And meanwhile, Makina's like, yo, I'm just gonna ask, guys. Ta-da! They never thought about it. That's an easy way to get timed out, Armando. So Machina plunges into the heart of the matter. The other two Inquisitors catch their breath in anticipation. Tada? Tada? Wait, did Sachi just express a personal opinion? Why exactly would she suddenly prefer this seat? Was nearly walking into a girl's bathroom together that much of a bonding experience? Social link, go!
ねえサチ、それってもしかしてユージのことが好きってことなんじゃないの？
Race-related slurs? No thank you, guys. I don't know, but social links. That's what's happening. Life lessons. That's all. I'm not really sure myself, Uni.
ミチル様がですか？私じゃなくて、サチがユージのことを好きになったんじゃないかってこと。
Oh, snap. Having grasped the nature of the question, Sachi closed her eyes and thought.
それは多分違うと思います。
There you go. Link stato. Wait, what? What is VR? Ah! Just like enter my computer.
そうなの？
Don't tempt me.
はい。風見さんが悪い人ではないということは分かりましたが、まだ恋心を抱いたわけではありませんから。
Yay! I'm not a bad person. Well, Yuji's not a bad person.
そうなんだ。
Drinking stream was on Valentine's Day, guys, which was also fun.
はい。
Sachi simply answered the questions put to her in a steady, bland tone of voice. That hasn't changed at all from the day I met her.
早くも振られちゃったわね、ユージ。
Amana's like, whoo! Oh, I'm safe. Yeah, before I even made my move. That's a new record.
じゃあ、本当になんとなくなの？うん、本当になんとなく。
Oh. There's a slight smile on Sachi's face as she speaks. I'm pretty confident she's speaking with complete honesty.
でも、まだということは、これから好きになる可能性はあるということよね。
Dun dun dun. What if Sachi moves her seat again? Yeah, I think that is actually right, isn't it? It's just crazy people with crazy backstories in one school. And we don't necessarily know everyone's backstory either. I spent an entire day with her yesterday, but Sachi's thoughts are still beyond my understanding. But it seems clear that her opinion of me has undergone a subtle change of some sort. Hey, it's the prince. Oh, this is gonna be funny. I think Yuji gave her an order that was really funny. Uh-oh. Wi-Fi. What was the Wi-Fi doing?
悪いんだけど少し頼みたいことが。それより赤ちゃん言葉でペットに話しかける癖を直した方がいい。
No, Vanitas. No spoilers. We want to be surprised and experience it. Well, I want to experience it blind, basically. Ah.
どうして小峰さんがそのことを。
Oh man, this is hilarious.
私、小峰さんに何かした？
Now she's worried. Poor Chizuru. Yep, that was the order Yuji gave her last time. Vanitas. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm a relatively intelligent human being. I will figure it out if you just put spoilers down, trust me. It's very well known that rabbits can die if they get lonely enough. You might assume that means you should be petting your bunnies at all times, but in fact, excessive contact can stress their nerves badly enough to inspire escape attempts. Moderation is the rule in our interactions with other creatures. 20 words or less. Crazy people here. The end. Lolly, Opine Heat, Maid, Wannabe Soon, Chuni. Wait, what? Is the Chuni supposed to be, Sakaki? Do we get to smash? I don't know. But human beings have a hard time finding that balance even when we try. All too often, we clumsily misjudge the appropriate distance, or stumble in our attempts to maintain it. With that said, then we have Machina. Yeah, sounds bad. Crisis to be sure. A recess period. Machina pops up noisily before my eyes, then proceeds to grab at my clothes and shake me back and forth. I ward her off with one hand, paying little attention to the specific content of her squawking. Oh yeah, JB and the principal. Oh, good. Don't want to get my YouTube channel shut down over lewds. Well, I assume you're just babbling. Can't say I'm sensing a whole lot of danger right now. Dun dun dun! Oh my god, that was beautiful. Machina! It's like, boom! Oh, she's great. This is great. Lewds belong in the Lewd chat. Can't do anything about my face. Leaving that aside, suppose it wouldn't do to ignore a global crisis. That's a pretty dramatic drop in scale, you little punk. What the hell are you even talking about?
まあ、世界やら世界はともかくとして、私たちの半径1キロ圏内において重要な事柄であることには間違いないと思うよ。
It's pretty localized, if I do say so myself. Oh. Machina is one thing, but if Amina is backing her up, I guess this does warrant my attention.
何何？何の話してるの？
And probably should get Michiru out of here, because she probably can't handle it. I'm gonna assume it has to do with Sakaki. I have a feeling this is going to get out of hand if everyone jumps into the conversation. Just as I'm about to shoo away the two late arrivals. Dun dun. For some reason, Amana jabs out her finger in my direction and powerfully declares something or other. I appreciate if you could explain what it is a little more comprehensibly than that.
だからね、その有事の言う全員ってのがそもそもの問題なわけなのよ。
I have no idea what this woman is talking about. Does leading a normal student life require the ability to find enjoyment in this sort of vague, meaningless riddle? In that case, I've still got a ways to go.
ほら、全員って言うには一人足りないでしょ?
Oh, so we're talking about Sakaki. Finally on the same page. I use the word everyone when only 5 of us are here. Mana is suggesting my unconscious exclusion of Sakaki Yumiko from the group suggests a problem in our social dynamic.
そう、こうして休み時間になるとたまに姿を消し、いたとしても本を読んで他人からの干渉をシャットアウト。榊さん、それで本当にいいのって思ったわけ。
Amina just wants to doll on Sakaki as well. She's keeping her distance out of her own free will, so presumably this is how she wants it to be. I don't think it's necessarily something we need to worry about.
これまでそうしてきたことが逆に悪循環だったかもしれないじゃない。
I can probably see that too, that she's too awkward.
もっと積極的にコミュニケーションを取れば変わる可能性もあるとは思わない？
Goku got old finally? I hadn't thought of it that way, but she might be onto something. Sakaki's a human being after all. Much as her box cutter brandishing mischief may stand out, letting those moments of hostility prejudice all of our interactions with her means giving up on all hope of mutual understanding.
あの女、あれで絶対誘い受けだぜ。
Machina.
構ってほしいくせに周りにチヤホヤされたら迷惑そうに被害者面すんのよさ。
Wow. Already giving her a role in the group. How do you reach that conclusion? Do we have any evidence whatsoever?
知らねえ。テンプレだとそうなってんだよ。
Fourth walls, who needs them? Okay, you can stop talking now.
そうかもしれないけど、私やっぱちょっと怖いな。何かあるとすぐにギラッとくるじゃん、氷の笑みが。
Icy smirk?
はい、そうですね。特にみちる様はその笑みの対象になるケースが非常に多く、私としても心中穏やかではありません。
I wonder why Michiru always gets it.
やっぱそうなの。私狙い撃ち。
Michiru's like, uh-oh, am I dead?
ともかく市場は捨てましょう。でね、私ちょっと考えたんだけど、誰が一番榊さんと仲良くなれるかを競うってのはどうかなって。
So many buttons. Contest?
どんな風に？そうね、例えば手に触れたら1点とか、服とか袖を引っ張ったら3点とか。
Is it my imagination or is this sounding increasingly fishy? Also potentially dangerous.
ユミちゃんは髪の毛が綺麗で長いのよさ。
Machina's like, you know what I'm going for.
じゃあ触れただけなら1点、引っ張ったら3点、抜いたら5点でどう？
What?
切った場合は？
おお、攻めるわね。じゃあ切ったセンチメートルかける10点でどうかしら。
What? What kind of bullying is this, Amane? Wi-Fi is giving up. Uh-oh.
なかなかの高得点ね。
うひょー、私が本気を出せばユミちゃんの頭を焼け野原みたいにするのなんて造作もないことなのよさ。
I mean, like, Yuji surprisingly has the most common sense. Okay, I'm starting to get slightly concerned. Can we slow down for a second here? Are you all seriously going to do this? My voice of restraint falls on deaf ears. The rest of the group is getting more fired up by the second.
榊さんが読んでいる本を取り上げた場合はどうなるのでしょうか。
Oh my god, Sachi, please. Sachi's like... What sound does an ostrich make? Ostrich sounds. Nailed it. 10 out of 10.
それじゃあ100点。でもその本を榊さんの頭にかぶせたら1万点。逆に本に榊さんを読ませたらなんと5万点よ。
Yes, we'll have the book read Sakaki. Yeah, Machina is always excited. The new broom?
すごいです。一発逆転のロマンがありますね。
A book reading Sakaki? What does that even mean? Please explain in detail. Was it a surreal gag? Did Amane trip over her tongue in her increasingly frantic excitement? At this rate, I'll likely never know the truth. The bizarre conversation rolls forward, momentum building by the second. You think everyone involved was hitting the peak of a chemical-induced high. Might just be my imagination, but sometimes I think I may have found my way into a fairly deranged excuse for a learning environment. So true. Bad joke mood. Puns are good, guys.
じゃあ勝負は次の休み時間に一番榊さんと仲良くなれた人の勝ちということで。
Okay, the points don't matter.
やりがいがありますね。
負けないわよ。
Michiru, I feel like, is gonna lose this one. No nooses. Do you people actually hate Sakaki or what? The enthusiastic group of conspirators doesn't dignify my perfectly reasonable question with a response. Sometimes bad things could happen. Tragically, for Sakaki, the next recess period arrives all too quickly.
いいこと？ユージも榊さんにバラしたりしちゃダメだからね。わかった？
Metal, no nooses. Fine.
お兄ちゃんは得点係だから誰かに肩入れするような行為も慎むのよさ。
Fine, fine, let's get this over with. To be honest, I seriously doubt this is going to get us any closer to Sakaki. But giving the game away would probably make things just as awkward in its own way. And so I've adopted the typical Japanese policy of watching passively over the situation from a safe distance. Yumiko's like, I sense it. Nah, King. She had one of the most prominent developments at the beginning. But I think she's supposed to be the highest hurdle to overcome in terms of personal relationships, story-wise, and that's why they do this. What do you call a chameleon which can't camouflage? I'm not sure. What do we call that? Sakaki Yumiko, the unexplored territory, the final frontier. Seated at her desk, face buried in a thick book, her body language projects a desire to be left alone.
榊さん、ちょっと今いい？
A reptile dysfunction. The Suo Amana expedition takes the first daring step into the wilderness. Her approach appears impressively natural. Woman's something of a skilled actress, apparently. Of course, she could probably be putting that talent to better use than this, but... Don't take a bath with Toaster-chan, guys.
何？私たちね、榊さんがいない間にちょっと話し合ったんだけど。
Yumiko Sakaki, if you have the instincts to overcome this trial, you will realize there's a sense of danger at this very moment, and if you do not, Godspeed, my child.
何か陰湿な話かしら。
Uh-oh, she's like, Haha, she was in charge of the hops.
いや、そんなんじゃなくてね。
Sakaki coolly throws out a perceptive question without bothering to look up from her book, prompting a flustered denial from Amane.
私たちこれまで榊さんの気持ちを考えずに接してきたんじゃないかと反省したんです。
Well, that sounds convincing, Sachi, but you look very threatening. Menace. How much am I willing to drop on Jalter? Only summon tickets. Armando. Because I'm saving up for Merlin. Right now. Michiru, you're not helping? Next.
どういう意味？
She's, yeah, actually, yeah, she does look confused.
榊さんが望むなら、私たちも榊さんの意向を邪魔しないように、あまりお互いに干渉しないようにしようかなって。
Oh, Amana's like coming in with the thing.
そう。例えば？
ねえねえユミちゃん、今どんな本読んでるのよさ。
Machina with the sneak attack! Machina tries to snatch away the book with a surprise attack, but is forcefully rebuffed by Sakaki, who's clearly in a state of heightened wariness. So I'm saying, Rondo. That's what I'm gonna get. I mean, waifus are good, but Merlin is bae. And pretty important if you don't have a 5-star caster that's good in Fate Go, guys. Frankenstein's cool. Magna clicks her tongue in an irrepressible frustration. She's been gambling on taking the big points without opportunity, but sadly, her moment has passed with nothing more than a 1-point hand touch.
約1名、今の話の趣旨を全く理解してないみたいだけど。
もうマキナ、あんたまた勝手なことして。
Yup, FGO talk.
すみません榊さん、マキちゃんが急にあんなことして手をひねったりされてませんか？
だからといってわざわざあなたが手を触る必要があるのかし
ら。はい、万が一のこともありますから念のために確認を。手のひらと指は大丈夫ですね。
Tried to hold her hand.
指はと。
Wow. It's fun, but it's a gacha game.
さすがさっちゃん、他人の失敗を自らの得点として引き込むとは。
Oh man.
油断ならないのよさ。
Yeah, everyone wants a good assassin. Mana and Makina quietly mutter to each other, careful to keep out of Sakaki's earshot. The palm of Sakaki's hand and her fingers are pretty much a package deal, so award 1 point for the pair. With the addition of the wrist, Sachi's jumped into an early lead with 2 points.
もうさっちゃんってば、さっきの話をしたすぐ後にそんなことしてたら榊さんに変な子みたいに思われちゃうわよ。
Amana's like, Fate, go to the bathroom. Wait, what? Wait, you're shooting Uni? But it's okay, she has a protective barrier against it. It's an anime barrier, after all. Dabs. Yeah, she does kind of remind me of Rias in design-wise. You're right, Uni. Metal, I think that's what you're supposed to not do, but, you know.
それでどうして私をバンバン叩くのよ。
Oh my god, Sakaki, escape from these heathens.
あら、ごめんなさい。お姉ちゃん間違えてしもだわ。ねえねえ知ってる？向こうのおばちゃんってすぐこうやって人叩くねんな。
Unique Remory?
そう言ってさらに叩くのやめてほしいんだけど。
Thump equals 5 points. She just executed a 5-hit combo. Making excellent use of her folksy Kansai girl act, Amana seizes 25 points in the blink of an eye. The old lady reference also seems like a clever play, taking advantage of the difference in their ages, but expressing my admiration on this point would likely lead to new conflict. I exercise discretion and keep my trap shut.
あまね、こんな風にバンバン叩いたらユミちゃんに失礼じゃないのよさ。こんな風にねえユミちゃん。
You know, that's what happens sometimes, guys. WTF. MP Startcraft essences?
あなたの方がよっぽど失礼よ。
Just when I thought the balance of power shifted to Amane, Makina used her established thoughtlessness as cover to launch a new series of attacks, quickly acquiring 40 points. Keeping up with the scoring is beginning to prove challenging in its own right.
あれユミコ、制服のボタン取れてない？あ、いや、なんでもないです。その榊さん。
Sakai anticipates Michiru's approach and brings it to a premature halt with her powerful glare. The pseudo scenario wilts like a potted plant under a desert sun.
あ、確かにボタン取れてますよ。はい。
Oh! Sachi's like, Kung! Got it. Alright. Can't get too distracted, guys. This is pretty funny. Seizing the moment once again, Sachi deftly plucks a button for Sakaki's uniform, then holds it out for inspection on the palm of her hand.
そうありがとう
Hold the goddamn phone. How are you playing Heroes? Wait, what? I like how the chat's like distracted with gacha games. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just playing this, man.
当然のことですから
Oh, that's good, Vanitas. Maybe I should start going down every character route too, right? Sakaki's clearly dubious. In comparison, Sachi's beaming from ear to ear. She's got guts to launch a bold attack like that under such risky circumstances. In deference to our dauntless soul of maid, I mentally award 50 points, bringing Sachi's total to 52. She's regained the lead in a flash.
よろしければすぐにボタンをお付けしますが
Nah, it's okay. I actually, I find it funny. Plus, I play Fate Grand Order, so, you know, I enjoy the game. So if you guys are talking about it in the chat, it doesn't bother me. I can, like, I can react, like, yes. Yes, sir.
勝手になさい
Oh, Sakaki's giving up.
はいお任せください
ちょっと服を引っ張らないでよ
I know, really. Like, literally, usually surprised sitting in the background, like, Got to get the cards.
申し訳ありません針を通すもので少しこちらに寄っていただけると
Sachi launches a follow-up attack, pulling on Sakaki's school uniform earns her 3 points, bringing her total to 55.
それでなぜあなたは反対側を引っ張るのよ
Because Makina is trying to get points and doesn't care about what's happening. Scheme!
のび太分バランスよくしといた方がいいかと思ったのよさ迷惑だったか
Sachi's gonna strip Sakaki at this point? Wait, what?
はっきりと迷惑だわ
じゃ元に戻すな
内側に引っ張ったって元に戻らないわよ
Makina adds 2 tugs for a total addition of 6 points. The score 46, she's hot on Sachi's heels.
あなたたち一体何を企んでいるの
Sakaki's not completely oblivious. By this point, she's clearly realized that she's become the group's plaything. Her voice has a dangerous edge to it. Well, hopefully her clothes won't tear, guys. I'm not part of the FGO Discord chat. Oh, King, are you scheming for your girlfriend? Is that why?
もうそんなことないってばせっかくの綺麗な髪に白髪ができちゃうわよ
Oh, Amana's going for the kill!
そんなわけないでしょごまかさないでまた触らないで
They're just like all over Sakaki now, guys.
うんでもほら枝毛
嘘もつかないで
いやほんとよここ
Mana seems to have discovered a genuine split end. Sakaki falters for a moment, obviously thrown off her balance. Devious as Amana may be at times, I don't think this was planned out beforehand.
別に気にしないわこの程度
Now, split ends are important, Sakaki, but I don't want to say that. If anyone invites me to a Discord server, I'll join. Otherwise, like, I'm pretty, like, lazy about it. Oh, booster pack.
そういうわけにはいかないでしょ身だしなみくらいしとかないとズボラでみっともない女になっちゃうわよ
I know, seriously, look at, Actually, all the girls are pretty well groomed here. Even Makina, thanks to Amane. Huh. Sakaki's attempted to bury the split end in her thick hair, but Amane smoothly intercedes and takes up position behind her. Compared to the clearly unnatural interactions earlier, this is a convincingly normal development. From a neutral perspective, it would appear an action of pure goodwill and friendliness on Amane's part. Accordingly, Sakaki proves unable to offer any firm resistance. 1, 2, 3 touches of the hair. Of course, unbeknownst to her, Amane is racking up points by the second. Sachi's like, damn! I took her button for this! I took her button!
あまねめ、いいポジションに入り込んだのよさ。
Having won Sakaki's trust for the moment, Mana no longer has any need to employ risky aggressive tactics. As she slowly and steadily racks up the points, Makina and Sachi's faces grow increasingly tense with desperation.
何よ。
本当に綺麗な髪だと思って。あ、枝毛どうしよう。抜いちゃってもいいの？あ、私枝毛切り持ってるから、私が。わかったわよ。あまねにお願いするからそんなに睨まないでよ。
Michiru's like gonna get 0 points in this game.
ありがとう、みちる。なんで私だけ。
Michiru, it's painful just to watch you. The girl's thoughts are written too plainly on her face, especially when she's up to no good. Sakaki's going to shoot her down every time. Perhaps this will inspire her to take a good long look at herself. Amane is just enjoying herself, like, yeah. On the other extreme, Amane is already coasting into a leisurely victory lap. Combing through Sakaki's long hair, she snips out split ends with the scissors she brought from Michiru, as she racks up another 10 points with every centimeter she harvests. It's already well into triple digits. Although Sakaki's keeping her expression blank, her reaction to Amane's fiddling with her hair appears to be something like relaxed boredom. Putting aside the points in this silly contest, seems like they really might be getting friendlier.
Yumi-chan, 決闘しよう決闘。友情が芽生えるまで殴り合おう。
Makina's like, screw it! Screw it! I can't win the competition! I'm just gonna fight you! Let's be friends!
お断りよ。榊さん、面白そうな本をお持ちですね。よろしければ私にも見せていただけませんか？
Okotorario, right?
不穏だから。いや。
Yumiko's like, I know. Sachi, but it looks like Sachi's also caught. Makina and Sachi try their best to claw back into the fight. Sakaki's on high alert. Their hands are tied. At this point, it's no exaggeration to say the match is all but decided.
はーい、終わったわ。みちるも、ハサミありがとう。
Very soon, the chime heralding the end of the recess period will sound. At that moment, this battle will be concluded as well. Sitting comfortably on the commanding lead, Amane refrains from touching Sakaki's hair longer than necessary, bringing the grooming session to a natural end. Michiru, meanwhile, is losing. Long since out of the running, Michiru seems destined to end the match with an inept 0 points. As Amane hands over the scissors, slip through the dejected Michiru's hands to clatter against the floor. As a side note, don't get the idea that Michiru is only colorless when depressed. This sort of thing happens all the time.
あ、ごめんごめん。大丈夫。あったあった。
Dropping down under the desk, Michiru crawls forward a bit in the direction of the group. Picking up her scissors, she immediately begins to stand up.
ちょっと、そんなところで立ち上がった？
As Michiru's head lunges toward her like the world's clumsiest uppercut, Sakaki instinctively reaches out with her hands to defend herself. Of course, in those hands, she's still holding the book she's been protecting all this time. No! No way! In the next instant, Sakaki's frozen in place. Her book, knocked violently out of her hands, now rests on top of her head. Apparently unable to process the situation, Sakaki stands perfectly still. Sakaki's face is blank with dazed confusion. The hardcover book lies open across the crown of her head like some bizarre helmet. Whoa! My goodness, it's hilarious. It's a truly surreal moment. I find myself staring blankly, utterly lost for words. Machina has already burst into an explosion of tactless laughter, and Amane is trying and failing to contain her own amusement. Sachi, on the other hand, gazes with some bitterness at this truly astonishing bottom of the ninth probably turnaround or comeback. Michiru's like, what? Machina is my spirit animal. Majin Buu is my spirit animal. What kind of spirit animals do we have here, guys? In that moment, the bell echoes throughout the classroom, ending the contest. At the next recess period, we've gathered in the hallway in an attempt to avoid Sakaki's notice.
はーい、というわけで優勝はユージ、発表をお願い。
Lollies are stronger than everything. Is that what you're saying, Uni? I think you're all well aware already, with the final score of 10,000 points earned by planting Sakaki's book on top of her head. Michiru is our champion.
悪いわね、みんな。
Metal spirit animals, a cup of pudding. Oh, timed out. Everyone likes candy, right?
全くです。
悲しいわね、負け犬の遠吠え。でも認めなさい。家庭はどうあれ結果が全て。運も実力のうちってね。
Yeah, Michiru's luck is pretty top notch. Michiru may have been completely nonplussed by her victory at first. Upon grasping the situation, she instantly puffed herself up like a peacock. I think it's fairly clear the girl has a lot of backed up resentment. Oh, come on, Machina.
はい、みちる様らしくありません。みちる様、バランスを取るためにも次の機会はぜひ負けてくださいませ。
Oh, stat.
そこまで言う必要ないでしょ。まあまあ、ええやんみんな。
Amana offers the group vague, soothing words in full Kansai dialect.
ところでみちる、最後のあれって狙ってたわけじゃないわよね。もちろん偶然でしょ。
That's quite the spirit animal, Armando. But yes, Nero singing in the background, very important. Or saying, going Uma in the background is important.
おいや、もちろん計算づくに決まってるじゃない。
Michiru's like totally hamming it up. Michiru's voice rings with bold confidence. Judging from her stilted phrasing, it's most likely a complete lie, but the words nonetheless sound fairly convincing as they echo hollowly down the hallway. At that moment, everyone else freezes in pure shock. With a quick survey of her surroundings, they soon learn why. I don't miss Amana's mouthing the word baka, with a slightly smug look on her face either. Reaction to defeat is to plot revenge, it would seem. Quite a woman.
でもこれで本当にユミコと少しは仲良くなれたのかしら。
No, I think not, sorry.
なんでよ。多分みちるがもう無事じゃいられないからかな。どういう意味よそれ。
Well, shit.
わざとだったのね、あれ。
With a familiar ominous sound, the shadowy figure that snuck behind Michiru mutters a few ice-cold words. The smile on Michiru's face instantly hardens into a rigid grimace. Copious streams of sweat begin to run down her forehead along her cheeks.
どうして教えてくれなかったのよ。
At last, aware of her plight, Michiru squeezes out a few whimpering words of reproach. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just noticed a moment ago myself.
黙ってなさいって目で脅されててごめんね。可愛らしく言うな。つかまね。あんた分かってて私に聞いたでし
Amana's like, hook, line, and sinker. It'd be Michiru that's beating up King. Tehe? Oh, man.
じゃね
でも安心しました。みちる様にはふさわしい終わり方でほっとしています。
Oh, man.
ほっとすんな。一件落着なのよさ。なあ、ユミちゃんも。
She's already dead, guys.
分かってると思うけど、当然あなたたちも絶対に許さないから。
ほら、ある意味仲良くなったと思わない？
You're all about to be beaten by Sakaki, so good luck with that. You're such an optimist, Amane.
私はどうしたら。
Well, probably the same thing as the rest of us. Retreat double time.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。
それはこっちのセリフだわ。
This day would go down as the first time in the Academy's history that all of its students were simultaneously absent from a class, but it's said that no one involved dared speak the reason why. We'll all play hooky together! Our daily habits become part of who we are. That goes for everything from the natural routines, like washing your face or brushing your teeth, to the obsessive rituals like always moving your left leg first when you walk. I know I don't run every single day for some conscious reason. The habit's just ingrained into my personality by this point. Doesn't matter how tired I am, doesn't matter if it's pouring rain, doesn't matter if the wind's blowing me all over the road. Even when I get a little sick, I'm out there running like it's cure for the common cold. Welcome back, Phineas. Well, Metal, that's a shame. Yeah, you know, cup of pudding. It's a tough spirit animal to keep around when you like to eat pudding. 16 kilometers every morning like clockwork. In 1 month, that's 496. In a year, 5,840. When you work it out, I'm running the distance to Singapore annually with change to spare. Pretty respectable distance, if I do say so myself. Oh my god, that pedophilia. Not that I'm particularly aiming to go see the Merlion or try out the famous chicken rice. Ooh. My itinerary is strictly local. Every day I make my way around the outer walls of the school, past the shuttered stores of the shopping district, and by a few poorly maintained Shinto shrines. Every day I take in the same coastal scenery. You know what? I should, like, take up, running. Yeah, I know, that's how we spell it. It's true. Might sound repetitive, but I don't feel any need to change my standard course. Running a familiar road at a familiar pace makes for better training. That said, my route isn't completely set in stone. For example, if I happen to notice an acquaintance nearby, I'll sometimes head in their direction. Not that I chase people around town, of course. I just catch up and offer a brief greeting. Just seems like the polite thing to do, especially when they're a school friend of mine. Yeah, it does sound insulting. That's why. This morning, as I'm following my standard marathon route around the Academy campus, I catch sight of Matsushima Michiru. I plan to do 3 quick laps around the school before heading toward the station. Michiru's appearance gives me pause. Even from a distance, her body language is clearly unusual. From the way she's trudging along the road with her shoulders slumped, you'd think the force of gravity is operating at double strength in her immediate vicinity. Something seems distinctly off with the girl. Then again, it's still very early in the morning, and I don't want to disturb her privacy. Probably better not to call out to her. As I make my way through the shopping district, I try to think of reasons why Michiru would leave the school at such an early hour. She's a little young to be heading to a public park for a radio calisthenics, so what's her objective? When I happen to spot the girl for the second time in this one training session, my curiosity proves harder to suppress. This time I'm running along the coast when I notice her blonde hair dead ahead. She's walking slowly up the same road, her head slightly bowed. At this rate, I'll catch up to her very soon. When I overtake her, I can just say a quick hello. When Michiru abruptly turns off my route, before I have the chance to say anything, she's vanished down the side path. Having completed my standard 16 kilometers, I return to the dorm as usual. Usually I take a quick shower next. But the uncharacteristic melancholy I can see in Michiru's even from a distance seems to have left an oddly strong impression on me. It's weighing on my mind. I don't remember the rules myself. Alright, good luck, Metal. And try not to choose another food item. We're classmates, I suppose. Can't hurt to stick my nose in every once in a while. Mumbling something of an excuse to myself, because Yuji is actually the real soon, I wipe the sweat from my neck with a towel, then head back outside the school grounds. Have to say, though, I don't understand people who dream about living in a house by the sea. The ocean breeze makes everything rust. The moisture makes it hard to dry your laundry. If a seaside town sounds romantic, you've probably never lived in one. Oh yeah, I forgot. I said I really like these rules too. Sure, you can come to love your home wherever it may be, but let me assure you, there's nothing idyllic about drunken teenagers partying on the beach for months at a time, especially given their tendency to launch fireworks at midnight. Let's see, I'm pretty sure she was headed this way. Ooh, that's really nice water. Well, King, because running can be it's an exercise, and exercises can be used for training. Find Michiru seated on a high ridge overlooking the sea, aimlessly gazing into the distance. I approach slowly, but she appears oblivious to my presence. I'm consciously taking loud, conspicuous steps. To no apparent effect, the girl's carelessness exceeds my expectations. She's crumpled into herself like a load of laundry, long forgotten in the hamper. More than anything else, she looks worn out, exhausted even, almost like a completely different person. There she is. Oh, welcome back from the unconscious, Metal. I can hear the sound of waves in the distance. The sunlight is gentle this morning. The weather fair and pleasant. The location isn't bad either. But if this is an early morning picnic, she's forgotten to bring food. Michiru. Fastest way to figure out what she's doing here is probably just to ask her. But she doesn't respond to my voice. What's wrong? Waiting to get picked up by the garbage truck? In that case, you've got to label yourself as oversized waste. They can't pick up bottle blondes if you just dump one onto the curb, I'm afraid. Normally a remark like this would be met by an indignant, cryptic shriek of "Muki!" as soon as it's left my mouth. Today I get nothing. Just what is going on with this girl? I rapidly review and analyze Michiru's recent behavior. Okay, just what do we have here? It doesn't take long for me to reach an extremely plausible hypothesis. All the pieces fall into place. I see, so that's what's going on. Why didn't I realize sooner? Careless, very careless. Damn! Finally gotten a grasp of the situation, specifically the nature of Matsushima Michiru's bodily distress. "6.5 minutes per mile isn't so bad." It's got a 2x drop? Alright, nice. Yeah, I think they like the angle of it makes it. It's probably like a slightly different closed eye animation that they're using. That's why. Michiru, has your dysentery taken a turn for the worse? You should have told me. Why suffer in silence? Okay, first order of business. I need a look at your stool to confirm the progression of the disease. Hurry up, out with it. When I grab Michiru's shoulders with both hands and begin shaking her vigorously, there's finally a response. I was half convinced she'd fainted sitting up. Things don't seem to be quite that serious. Oh. Good question. Why am I here? What do you mean? What do you think? Oh, that's a slightly concerned face that I don't think I've seen. Damn, still blue. Michiru may have recognized my presence, but a normal bristly attitude is notable by its absence. It's not just that her armor has fallen off. It feels as though she isn't aware of her own state of vulnerability. Why am I here? That would be because I came here. Therefore, here I am. Understood?
それはそうだけど、そういうことじゃなくて。
Either way, that's of little importance at this moment. Produce a stool sample at once.
何を言ってるの?
Cut the back talk, maggot. You're the one who ate contaminated food. Here I am, kindly offering to examine your stool as a favor to my classmate. Is this your attitude? Evacuate your bowels at once.
あのね、何度言えばわかるの? 私は汚染されたものなんて食べないから。拾い食いなんてしないの。
Wow, that's actually very direct. King, we're not trying to make more Saitamas in the world. What's that supposed to mean? Are you implying my mental picture of you is fundamentally flawed?
一応聞いておくけど、有事の中で私ってどんな認識?
Picture you in the mountains discovering colorful toadstools. Try to shriek, "Oh my god, what's this? It's like so cute." Before the "so" is out of your mouth, you stuffed it full of mushrooms. You're dead seconds later.
そんなことするわけないでしょ。何? 私ってそんなイメージなの?
You need, I mean, you know. Tell me, what kind of image do you think your acquaintances have of you?
それはいつも元気に青い鳥を探して走り回ってるツンデレミチルタン。私は本当は青い鳥を見つけたいわけじゃないんだからねって感じかしらね。
If you don't want to find one, why are you chasing it in the first place?
例えでしょ。今のはミチルのごく一部なのよ。わかる？そこはあんま言わなくていいのよ。
Give me your ghost lanterns. Yeah, how's it going, Shade? Welcome. Sadly, I find your explanation incoherent. The image of you lying dead in the forest with mushrooms spilling out of your mouth doesn't seem to be going anywhere. My apologies.
うるさいわね。とにかくいつも元気な私なのよ。
Certainly, my impression of Michiru up to today has been pretty similar to her description. A constantly cheerful, idiot girl. But today she's got none of the usual vigor, and her tsundere act has all but disappeared. When women act differently from normal, the most likely cause is that time of the month. But we're dealing with a girl going through a difficult age. One must put these questions delicately, or it'll be awkward to answer. I lower my voice and beckon Michiru closer with my hand. Michiru.
何?
Sickness takes hold of all of us. Michiru draws her face nearer. I put the matter to her in the most gentlemanly way I know how. Are you menstruating?
違うわよ。普通そういうこと耳元で小声で聞かないでしょ。
I thought it would be better than shouting, but it seems our opinions differ.
大きな声でも小さな声でも普通は女の子にそんなこと言わないでしょ。
I'm simply trying to understand the situation. Is it iron deficiency then? That won't just give you anemia, you know. Makes it easier to catch colds as well. There's no reason to stuff yourself with vitamin C like an idiot if you forget to eat anything else. You need balance, understand? Balance.
そんなんじゃないわよ。違うもん。具合が悪いとかじゃないの。
The MC is amazing. Yes, he is. So it's not anemia, not menstruation, not a nutritional deficiency. I'm out of ideas. What's actually going on here?
それは
Well, that's a new Michiru expression. Oh, man, that stings, Shade. But don't do what Michiru does. Don't get 100% vitamin C, because we all know how that works. It's fine, you can give it to me straight. I've been in the field a long time, you know. You're probably not going to shock me.
それはね。あのね。
Yes, go on. What is it?
海を見てた。
What? Okay, I'm kidding, guys. Look at the sea. Say what?
だから海を見てたのよ。
Oh my god, we got a Michiru CG? CG Michiru is better in my opinion. The sea. Michiru gives a quick embarrassed nod, her eyes downcast. Looking at the sea, I ruminate carefully on these words. Just what hidden meaning lurks inside this brief cryptic cipher of a sentence? I know of a certain Japanese organization that refers to its maneuvering grounds as the mountains. Alright, so what would the sea indicate? Nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Michiru, when you say the sea, what exactly are you referring to?
海は海でしょ。
Has lots of good CGs. That's nice. The sea is the sea, which would make looking the key word, eh? I assume you are indicating some sort of special surveillance mission. Was I missing some crucial context?
はい。いや単純に海を見てたのよ。意味なんてないよ。
Excuse me, you were literally just looking at the ocean.
うん。
Explain yourself, I'm baffled. You were staring at a giant saltwater puddle for no reason whatsoever?
そうよ。何か問題でもあるの？
Wait, don't lick doorknobs? What kind of advice is this? Of course there is. The first and biggest problem is that you don't see anything wrong with it. Listen carefully. Time is not an infinite resource. You only get so much. Our lives are brief. How to make use of the precious time we're given is an absolutely essential problem. It's one thing if you're never given the opportunity to make your own choices. Some people spend their lives following orders from others. That's the only path open to you, then you just have to deal with it as best you can. But you, my friend, have the good fortune to be free, and you're choosing to use your time staring at the sea for no reason at all? Find it extremely hard to understand. As a classmate, I request that you produce an acceptable reason for looking at the ocean. Understood?
さ、難しく考えすぎじゃない？
Start a cult? Really, guys?
綺麗だなーって思って、ただ海を見てただけじゃない。それでよくない？特別な理由がどうしても必要なの？
I mean, that in itself is probably a reason because it's pretty. Can I conceive of this as a rest and relaxation period? Then. I don't think I can accept it unless there's some sort of concrete meaning to your actions.
じゃあ、それでいいわよ。海を見てリラックスしてたのよ。
I see. Have to say, you didn't really seem to be enjoying it much.
そんなことない。
Michiru squints her eyes against the sea breeze. Her expression belies her words. This expression seems dubious at best. But then again, I suppose it was foolish of me to expect any coherent logical basis for this woman's behavior.
風が気持ちいい。
We stand below the vivid, clear summer sky, utterly wasting our time. If things are going to continue along these lines, it'd be more productive to return to the dorm now and just read for a while. Michiru, my friend, have you considered the possibility that this abnormal desire to view the ocean is the product of some sort of bacterial infection in your brain?
考えられません。
Then perhaps there's a kappa in your family tree? No, wait. They live in rivers. Damn. What's this? Let me see your head for a second.
何
Shut your mouth and present me your cranium. Don't give me any trouble.
だってその、もしかして頭にお皿？
Uh-oh. I pull Michiru's head toward me and quickly pluck out a single hair. Among her mass of thoroughly bleached blonde locks, there was a single pure black strand.
終わった。お皿割った。
What? Did the Kappa ancestor ring any bells? Not to worry, though. Nothing's broken. Just pulled out a black hair for you. Kind of stands out when it's surrounded by a seal blonde. No matter how much effort you put in, you're probably going to miss a few hairs like this unless you have someone else take a look for you.
そうなんだ。ありがとう。
Sounds like a fun cult medal. You got some cucumber bits around your mouth, by the way.
ああ、そんな冗談ばっかり言ってないで。幼児も見てみなよ、海を。
The handle is unholy. Handles are holy? Uh-oh. Oh no! We found the rival of the cult. I'll pass. Why bother looking at it? It's the same as it was yesterday. I think the ocean will get along just fine even if I don't sit around staring at it.
いいから見てみなよ。ほら。
I give in to her pestering and stare out at the ocean. As expected, there have been no dramatic developments since the last time I saw it.
なんかさ、海って大きいよね。
The scene may be the same as always, but Michiru is clearly different today. The tone of her voice is strange. True enough, 70% of the Earth is covered in oceans. Huge is a relative concept, but I think this would qualify by more typical standards of comparison.
そんな風に言うと思ったんだ。面白いね。
Michiru laughs, inexplicably amused by my simple statement of fact. In the next moment, that unusually serious expression is back on her face.
あのね、私こう思うんだ。この海に比べたら人間ってちっぽけな存在だよね。
Shade, a Tide Pod would give you permanent damage to your digestive tract. So don't do it, because we like having you around.
この大きな海を見てると、私の悩みなんてちーっとけすぎて笑えてきちゃうんじゃないかなーって。
I don't know.
そう思うの。
Michiru brazenly fires off a set of lines you can normally only hear the likes of in the corniest of decades-old made-for-TV teenage drama fests. She's not intentionally quoting something. This is about as hackneyed and cliched as, I don't know, can be.
今私結構いいこと言ったんじゃね？
As it gets, okay. What's more, she's not remotely sheepish about her trite words. Fascinating. Maybe I'll take a look inside her head and see how the machinery works. Nah, I'll give you a serious response even if you're joking. She's clearly got a few screws loose already, so it should pop open easily enough. Yeah, maybe it was. But in the end, I decided to affirm her statement. It's the fact that humans are only one part of the greater whole of nature. It would be cliche to reflect on the transitory nature of our existence, but that doesn't make it any less valid point.
でしょ、そうでしょ。にひひ、いいこと言ったよね。こほん、私の。
That doesn't mean you need to repeat it. Once was plenty.
海よ、何よもう言わせてよね。私の悩みなんてちっぽけなものよね。
Michiru's clearly gotten carried away. Might have been a mistake to give her an ego boost like that. In the end, she's nothing more than an idiot. Can't have her getting too satisfied with herself. Too exasperated even to sigh, I send Michiru an expressive glare. Not that I'm confident she'll be able to see the cold pity in my eyes.
ちょっと何見てるの？何？
Nothing at all.
なんでもないのに見るとか意味わか。
Oh, it looks like the girl had a sudden flash of insight. Perhaps she's finally become aware of her own foolishness.
そういう意味じゃないからね。ちっぽけな悩みってそういうことじゃないもん。
As Michiru babbles on, she moves her arm to hide her tiny chest from view. Look, Maggot, I have no interest in your pitiful excuse for a rack!
何よ、見てたじゃない。エッチー目で見てたでしょ。それに私別におおむねちっぽけじゃないもん。あるもん。
A nice body is a term we might use to describe, say, amane. By any reasonable standard, your breasts are tragically underdeveloped. My condolences.
ちょっとちょっと、なんだよ。残念じゃないよ。全然残念じゃないもん。マキナの方があれだもん。
That girl's in a whole different category. Are you really happy about beating a complete outlier?
嬉しくな。ちょっと嬉しい。
It's like, at least I beat the lollies. The corners of Michiru's mouth rise ever so slightly, probably recalling Makina's washboard of a chest and mentally comparing it to her own. What a petty human being. Have you no pride, woman? Might as well gloat about handling your chopsticks better than some tourists from France.
じゃあね、私おおむね大きいもん。大きいんだってば。大きいって言いなさいよね。
They're big.
ミチル様のお胸はとっても大きいですって言いなさいよ。
Michiru-sama's breasts are very large indeed.
なんかムカつく。
Nah, Shade, we can't get rid of her. Apparently my complete lack of sincerity got across to you. But anyway, sounds like you've cheered up a little.
だから最初から元気だって言ってるでしょ。私はいつも私なの。
The cat is back! The very next day, the cat came back. Wait, what?
Huh?
The black cat from the other day appears from somewhere or other. Purring loudly, it sidles up to Michiru and aggressively rubs it up against her leg. I see, so you were searching for a black cat rather than a blue bird.
そういうわけじゃないんだからね。たまたまですよ。
Is that what the cat's name is, Tama?
っていうか、この猫初めて見るな。へえ、こんなところに猫がいるとはね。奇遇だなにゃ。
Oh yeah.
奇遇。
Nekonyan, whatever it's called. What was this cat's name again? Something like...
名前なんてないんじゃない？知らないな。
That's right, it's Rommel.
猫にゃです。やめてよね、そんな変な名前でこの子のこと呼ぶの。
Nekonya.
あ、
Just as I thought, it's the same animal that was at the school before, isn't it? Didn't know it was your pet.
だから違います。こんな猫知らないもん。
No, it's totally Nekonya. What, Rommel isn't an acquaintance of yours?
だから猫にゃだって言ってるで。知らんな。
Shiranna? Yeah, you're not fooling anyone. Oh, you dropped something, allow me.
いやいいです。拾わんといて。
A carton of milk, eh? That's a bit unexpected.
私が牛乳大好きなの知らなかった？確かにみんなの前では一度も飲んだことないけど、大好きでいつも飲んでるのよ。みんなの前では一瞬たりともそんな素振り見せたことはないけどね。
I see, that's good to hear. By any chance you've been giving milk to the cat, I would have had to stop you.
なんで？
No worries, since you're the one drinking it, there's no problem, enjoy.
これは私のだから問題ないのよね。でもなんで？ねえ、教えなさいよね。
Now she's drinking the milk. Alright, let me break it down for you. Giving a cat milk can upset its stomach badly. If you're that desperate to give it some, you need to dilute the milk with water first.
別にどうしても与えたいわけじゃないもん。
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Michiru is glancing restlessly around the area. What's wrong? Looking for a source of water by any chance?
違います。水は探していません。なんでもないの、バカ。
Black cat wraps itself around Michiru's leg like a fuzzy boa constrictor, then starts to rub the corner of its jaw roughly against her ankle. Looks like it's trying to mark her with its scent. Seems like you pretty much tamed the animal. One can almost get the mistaken impression that he's begging for the milk you always give him.
そんなことないです。猫にゃ。このどこの馬の骨ともわからぬ猫。つまり馬猫は懐いてきてません。
You sure about that? Rommel seems
だ
awfully.
から猫にゃ。いや、馬です。この猫は馬です。
Cat's a hole! It's a mystery, guys. Hey, no one knows what route I'm going, huh? No, it isn't. It's clearly a cat.
そんなのわかってるわよ。もう。
Apparently giving up on its request for milk, the feline in question sinks to the ground at Michiru's feet and rolls itself up into a ball. Within seconds, it closes its eyes and falls fast asleep. Must have been feeding this thing for quite a while for it to trust you this much.
うるさいわね。別に頻繁に通って餌付けなんてしてないんだからね。
The lolly? Really? Of all... He seems like a lolly man? Guys. First of all, Makina wasn't even a choice. So she couldn't win anyway. Second of all, there's like... You guys know my favorite character so far is Michiru, right?
これは赤の他人の猫の馬なのよ。つまり赤い馬なの。だから最終的には石飛馬ってことなの。
Sucker Blue, what? Could you please try to calm down for a bit? You have a bad habit of firing off unintelligible gibberish when you get worked up.
じゃあ馬を撫でて落ち着きます。撫で撫で。
Now she's petting it. And to be fair, unfortunately, I will also tell you guys that Michiru is not the one that was chosen for the route either. So I won't get to. I did a poll and everything, guys. There is a clear winner. We'll get to it eventually. My personal opinions don't matter, guys. Christ. Michiru reaches down and scratches the neck of the defenseless cat with the tip of her fingers. The animal moves its head in time with her strokes in evident pleasure, then begins to lick at the pink pads on its paws. The cat seems so completely and blissfully relaxed that I half expected it to melt into a contented puddle. Just watching it, I can feel some of the stiffness in my shoulders begin to lighten. It's not good to carelessly let your guard down, but keeping up a state of constant tension is an even worse idea. After a brief glance around the area, I decide to take a moment of rest. Alright, think I'll join him down there for a while. I mean, I want to know her backstory. Crying on the stream? Guys, what do you take me for? Draw myself to the ground next to Michiru. Flustered, she grabs at her skirt and holds it close, preventing any potential visual access to the interior. Don't be an idiot. I don't have any ulterior motive. You worry about the stupidest things.
下心がなくても見えたら困るでしょ。
Like what? A bit of cloth? Nothing worth worrying about. Michiru is apparently worried about disturbing the cat now slumbering at her feet, as she's avoiding any large movements. Either way, I truly don't have any secret plans involving her underwear. I just wanted to sprawl out on the grass and think about nothing at all for a while.
いいから、あんまりこっち見ないでよね。
It's been a long time since I've laid myself down on the ground and gazed blankly up into the sky like this. Every once in a while, I do spend some time gazing at the clouds, but I tend to be thinking things over while I do so. Oh, that's not the... Where's the log button? Okay, I thought it got cut off for some reason. But as Michiru says, just looking for no particular reason isn't bad in its own way. Stream VR chat? Nah, probably not. I'm gonna cry at every route, guys? Really? Oh, man, that was an embarrassing thing. The vault of blue above me hasn't changed. It looks just as it did when I was a child. I thought the clouds might seem a little closer by now, but naturally they're the same as they've always been. My perspective may be a meter or so higher when I stand, but that's completely insignificant on this scale. I can stretch my hand up all I want, but it'll never reach the clouds. We're all but chained to the dirt beneath our feet. I see. Not a bad view. Michiru begins to speak, but her tone somewhat troubled.
私は空はちょっと怖いんだ。特に夜の空。月が浮かんでいるのを見てると、それが月じゃなくて大きな穴に見えてくるの。
Ah, interesting.
空はすんごくでっかい蓋で、そこにある空気穴が月。そう考えると、箱の中に閉じ込められた気になって息苦しくなる。
That's an interesting observation. I've heard of people who get disturbed by the way the moon always seems to follow you around, but the world as a giant box angle is new to me.
私にはそう見えるの。だから、夜は空を見上げない。怖くなるし、寂しくなる。私が私じゃないみたいになる。
I think I understand. You don't look at the night sky in order to prevent yourself from transforming into a wolf, right? I imagine that would be troublesome.
いっそその方が気が楽だわ。狼でもドラキュラでも構わない。銀の銃弾で撃ち抜いてほしい。狙うのは
That's kind of dark. Yeah, good job, Nekunya.
あ、ごめんね、猫に。お腹空いたのかな？それとも眠いのかにゃ
？Well, this weather really does make you want to take a siesta. That said, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so the timing is a bit off.
ねえ、ユージ。変なこと聞くけど、変に思わないでね。
No worries on that front. I've had you down as exceptionally weird for a long time now.
あのさ、人って死んだらどうなるの？
Uh-oh. That's the... What?
待って！起き上がらないで。そのまま寝転がって聞いて。たわいもない話として。
Let's not kill off the cat, guys. Nekonya is the most important character of this, okay? If possible, I'd like to talk about this while observing her face, but if Michiru-sama desires otherwise, I can do naught but obey. I ease myself back onto the grass and listen to her voice.
例えば、ドラキュラは太陽の光で灰になって消えておしまいでしょ？だったら人間は死んだらどうなるの？
Hey, how's it going, Oliver? Welcome. Are we talking about religious ideology here? You want to hear something about a final moral judgment?
そういうんじゃない。もっと普通に死んだらどうなっちゃうの？
Let's see. I haven't died yet, so I can't speak with much authority, but probably nothing.
何もないってどういう状態？無ってこと？
If you're imagining floating naked in a pure white space, I think you're slightly off. The way I picture it, it's just like going to sleep and then never waking up again.
そっか。眠って起きないのか。
I say hello from my room that I'm live streaming from. Everyone else will probably be running around worrying about the funeral, but what do you care? Of course, people die in many different ways, but in the end, we're all taking a never-ending nap.
そっか。そうなんだ。意外と楽なのかもね。
Alright, night, Oliver. Depends on how you look at it. Anyway, Heaven and hell are just the remnants of an archaic moral system. Nobody really takes that stuff seriously anymore. Don't see many people going around walking on water or making magical wine out of it. Of course, it seems God does appear before the chosen few every once in a while, most often to tell them they need to start up a political campaign. Michiru begins to ask something, but stops before the words leave her mouth. After a moment of silence, she starts to speak again. I can't tell whether it's a continuation of her dangling sentence or a completely new topic.
もし私が死んだら、ここに埋めてほしい。
Don't die. Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, or do you plan to die anytime soon?
ないよ。ないけど、もしもの話。だって、ここは景色がすごく綺麗じゃない？ここから世界中が見渡せそうだもん。こんな場所で眠れるんだったら幸せ。
To be honest, I'm a little displeased to hear a perfectly healthy person scouting out locations for their tomb.
そう固いこと言わないの。ねえ、その大役をユージに任せてあげる。ここにお墓作って。
That is a strange... Why is there ellipses in my chat? Uh-oh. Is this foreshadowing? Is this what foreshadowing... Yeah, guys, clearly foreshadowing, but whatever. Want me to dig a hole and bury you in it? Look, you can't just go making a grave wherever you please. Do you understand that?
いいの。細かいことはいいからそうしなさい。
Nekonya. The cat's eyes shoot open at the sound of Michiru's shout. Startled, it bounds away like a spring, vanishing in the blink of an eye. Slowly raise my upper body off the ground, brushing off the grass clinging to my clothes.
まったく、あんたにはマロンがないのよ、マロンが。
Romaine? Why are we talking about lettuce?
栗の話なんてしてないでしょ。いいよ、ふざけてんの？猫にゃんも逃げちゃったし。まあ、栗とか言うからお腹空いちゃったじゃない。さあ、じゃあ朝ごはんでも食べに行くわよ。そこのあんた、私が一緒に食べてあげてもいいわよ。
I'll pass, right? Michiru's expression has returned to the norm. It's as though the conversation just now never happened. Well, if you're hungry, I guess I can split my beans with you.
豆？相変わらず貧相な食生活してるわね。
Says the girl who's always filling up on convenience store box lunches packed full of preservatives.
さよね。それじゃあ今からどっちが先に学校戻るか競争負けたらジュースとかおごれるよいな。
Michiru totally lost this one. Our little conversation about death took me by surprise, honestly. Not what you expect from a random chat with your classmate. Life is always shadowed by death. The only question is whether you're aware of its presence at your side. Sometimes a man who looks perfectly healthy in the morning goes to sleep and never opens his eyes again. Death can come at any time, and once it does, it's too late to regret the things you've left undone. Morbidity isn't productive, but sometimes we should remember that nothing lasts forever. Michiru's words might be significant in their way. Michiru calls me from some distance away. Carefree girl, I'll catch up to her in seconds if that's the extent of her head start. I begin to walk slowly, trying to decide what sort of drink I'll have her buy me. Because you know that, Yuji totally won that race. Oh, rookies should stick to moving in pairs. You better know what you're doing if you want to work done. Want to work alone? I don't know. I'm quoting a professional detective, but the words are generally applicable. When you're tailing someone, a pair is less conspicuous than a single shadow. Of course, that can change depending on the circumstances. In most cases, though, one stone-faced guy glaring at your back is going to inspire more caution than two idiots who happen to be following the same road. Even the best international agents usually use a male and female pair. Single tail isn't unheard of, but it demands a significantly greater skill and experience. Of course, when Sachi's following you, you know, because she's wearing a maid outfit. A major part of the challenge is that some people are simply more worried than others. as we've just seen. Your target may turn and look behind them at completely unpredictable moments. Which means that when you're shadowing someone, especially solo, perception and anticipation are the most crucial elements of success. What? Wait, who's following who? Wait, why are there multiple people? Incidentally, on this particular tailing mission, I've got a tail of my own. She seems to think it's going well, but I noticed her unwavering stare as soon as I left the dorm. Sakaki, why are you coming after me, girl? Be observed isn't really a problem in itself. I should probably make things clear before she starts developing any unfounded self-confidence. Sakaki, if you got something to say, feel free anytime. Since the dorm, apparently. They're all following. Oh, they're all following him? Yeah, pretty much from the second I left the dorm. Sakaki's eyes widen in surprise. Seems she did indeed have some misguided pride in her attempt at stealth. Why are you following me around? Oh, are we having a stalking chain? Guys, never be in a stalking chain. I see, so that's how she wants to play this. Alright, Sakaki, I think we all know there's a greater mystery here. Why are you outside? Really? No worries, just a little friendly joke between classmates. Sakaki shakes her head in exasperation. Let's see, my favorite food? Baked beans. She's like, really? What? Really? Yup. That's usually for you guys. Sakaki's voice grows unusually loud with irritation. Keep it down, Sachi's going to notice us. The reason I'm tailing Sachi is it... Pretty much just felt like it. She didn't like that answer. At my response, Sakaki silently begins to dial a number on her cell phone. Do me a favor and refrain from calling the cops. I'd really like to avoid dealing with a certain cantankerous old codger if at all possible. He loves his damn beans. Let's see. I think back a little way, trying to come up with some sort of reason for my behavior. Sadly, I'm drawing a blank. I happened to see Sachi heading out and got a little curious. That's about all I've got, sorry. Why are you following me? Oh, you have to go, Uni? Alright. No worries. We'll miss you. Don't worry though, it's not like I'm some obsessed stalker. Don't have a life-size Sachi poster in my room or anything. You can check. If I happen to see you heading out instead, I'd probably be tailing you right about now. So when do we get to the literature club? Never, hopefully. Guys. I mean, you know, we can go to the literature club, but it's just Monica there. Meanwhile, Sachi's probably looking at us now, because now we're actually talking to each other, right? Oh no, she's just moving for you. Okay. I thought maybe she saw us. While I've been talking with Sakaki, Sachi has been steadily moving further ahead. We're getting separated from her. Come on, time to move. Sorry, you're not my stalking buddy. Alright, Sakaki, let's stalk people together. Woo! Chart off in pursuit. Sakaki follows in my wake. Leaving the area surrounding the school, Sachi heads in the general direction of the station. She doesn't seem to have caught on for the moment. I mean... Alright, see you, King. Man, we're losing people like flies. Stalking buddies! Male-female pair is sufficient and inconspicuous for covert surveillance missions. You're already familiar with how tricky it is to shadow someone by yourself, aren't you?
小峰さんとは顔見知りなんだから見つかった時点で終わりでしょ
Oh, that's true. It's game over right there. Sakagi seems even grumpier than usual today, but judging from the fact that she hasn't simply stalked off back to the school, seems she's surprisingly weak against pushy tactics. Just where is she going anyway?
肩から下げているのはエコバッグでしょだったら商店街じゃないかしら
I see, a supply mission, is it? Seems Sakagi has a decently observant eye in her own right. Meanwhile, Sachi has stopped to speak with someone she met in the street.
あらさっちゃん、この前はあれどうもね。
Hello, friendly person.
いえいえ。
それで今日は食材の買い出し？
はい、ちょっとスーパーまで。
Going to the supermarket, she says.
それなら今日は鶏ももがおすすめよ。これからタイムサービスが始まるから。
Time service.
ありがとうございます。参考にしてみます。
おう、さっちゃんじゃねえか。
Delivery man, how's it going?
青木そばのおじさん、腰の調子はどうですか？
Oh, snap.
ああ、さっちゃんがくれた塗り薬のおかげでバッチリだぜ。
Wow, apparently Sachi's friends with everybody.
それは良かったです。
おかげで古見さんも大喜びじゃなくて大喜びでな。
You're a pervert guy.
メイドのお姉ちゃんだ。
Oh, look, it's an innocent girl, guys. That was the Amazon Prime guy? Really?
ああ、小峰さん、ゲートボールの相手、また頼むよ。
Wait, real? What? For long, it's become apparent that virtually everyone Sachi passes in the street has some sort of friendly greeting for her. What's with this bizarre phenomenon?
私に聞かないでよ
Yuriko's like, I'm not used to people being friendly with me. I had no idea Sachi was such a celebrity in the town.
人気者かどうかは別として小峰さんはきっと外でも印象が変わらないんでしょうね
Same impression?
小峰さんは真面目だからその結果はどうであれみんなから頼りにされているでしょ
Oh, true enough.
だから小峰さんが裏表のない人であればあるほどその印象は外でも変わらないはずよ
Oh. I see. You know, considering how uninterested you always claim to be, you're a pretty observant one.
単に私の方があなたより先に小峰さんと出会っていたってだけよ
Yumiko's probably like, I've stalked her before. Alright, we'll leave it at that.
サチ姉ちゃんだ。
Sachi Net-chan!
本当だ。
It's a naughty kid! Even after arriving at the shopping district, Sachi's encounter rate is as high as ever.
シュヌドってトゴロリド好き？
Wait, what?
ソムニゲハルヨンスソマルニコ
Wait, what?
アブソドゥ読んどるげ。
Yonogurt?
ニンダニンダ
Ninda Ninda? Dani Dani? Dani? Sakaki, please explain this as well.
一度答えられたからって何でも私に聞かないでよ
Oh, alright. I assume the renowned classmate researcher, Professor Sakaki, would have some insight on this matter.
誰が教授よ
デボン人で空グリオ
What? They have their own language, that's why...
さすがサチ姉ちゃん。それは俺も考えつかなかったよ。だよな。
For some reason, they're getting really excited.
一体どういう法則性の暗号なのかしら
It's probably just made up. It's nothing like any I'm familiar with, unfortunately.
ヌルフショブレンツェテロリーサ
もう ここじゃよく聞こえない。
Don't get closer. Mumbling something to herself, Sakaki draws gradually closer to Sachi. Watch it, Sakaki. Getting any closer, she's going to notice us.
これなんでまた隠れてるのよ
Oops.
私は。
I just skipped that. Oh, right. Sorry. Wait. Okay. Guys, sorry. Skip that line. Now you worry about that? Talk about delayed reaction. Well, I guess you could say Sachi's pretty impressive in a way, to have so completely caught our perpetually unenthusiastic Sakaki's interest.
マグラってデルパリーソ
あ、サチ姉ちゃんまたね。
またな
She just held an entire conversation in gibberish.
ここに松島さんがいたらすぐに飛び出していってるでしょうね。
Ah, Michiru. Most likely.
子供にも人気があるのはイリスさんが遊び相手に小峰さんを選ぶのと同じ要領なのかしら。
Oh. Sachi disappears. She fades.
ほらオーバーよ風見くん。
Dun. Yeah. When exactly did our roles in this operation get so thoroughly reversed? I like how the
買い出し完了です
I like the little heart like frame change. Having finished her shopping in the supermarket, Sachi begins to walk back towards school, satisfied expression on her face. Seems this is all she had planned for this particular expedition. Well, as expected, she didn't pull anything too out of the ordinary in the supermarket.
そう試食コーナーでおばさんの話を1時間も聞いていられるのは小峰さんだけだと思うけど。
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a Sachi thing. Sakagi's voice has its usual tinge of exasperation, but her facial expression is somewhat relieved.
それじゃここからは別行動をさせてもらうわ。
Oh. Huh? Going back to the same place, aren't we?
私もここで欲しいものがあるのよ。
If you need help carrying anything, I can tag along.
いらないわ。
Sakagi fires off an instant response, leaving no room for discussion. Alright, take care.
ええ。物好きな人に後をつけられないように気をつけるわ。
With a few words of deadpan sarcasm, Sakaki walks off on her own. Alright, I suppose I'll just finish my surveillance of Sachi by myself. Did she notice me? I swear. When I turn my attention back to the maid in question, she's walking along while peeking down into the bags she's holding in both hands. Doesn't look like she's paying attention to where she's going. As soon as the words are out of my mouth, Sachi bumps her shoulder against someone, sending the contents of her bag scattering across the ground. Well then, any way you look at it, we've got a classmate in distress here. Huh. Wait. Is this an actual choice? What? Can I save? Can I? Okay. Okay. Alright, goodness. Is this the moment of truth? Are we... Choice! We have a choice! What? This went from, let's read this, to actual interactions and such? Oh, no. Not for route, though. What the hell is this choice here for, then? What is this game doing? Oh, you're saying this is not for a route? I don't know, I'm kind of worried, though. Like, am I should... I don't know. Should I be doing research on this? Like... Wait. Wait a minute. No head pat. What's that mean? What's that even mean? No head pat. Oh, okay, so there's a common route that doesn't dictate each character's routes. Okay. So helping Sachi is okay, so yeah, it's a part of a common route. Got it. Yeah, I did save, so. But yeah, it seems that helping Sachi is a part of like a common route, quote unquote. So, however, if I want to get Sachi's route and keep you guys guessing, I have to help her here though, part of the common route. So I will help because I'm a good classmate, and I'm a bad YouTuber that likes to keep you guys going. Is he going for Sachi now? Okay, I think that's enough tailing for one day. Just continuing my covert surveillance, I run up to Sachi's side. You alright, Sachi?
Kazami-san. もしかして
Save the bench for later. Let's get your things off the ground.
わかりました。
Think we've picked up all the obvious stuff. You missing anything? Is this like Sachi's theme song or something?
はい、大丈夫です。
Oh, everything's good, she says, right? Yep, that appears to be everything. Good.
ありがとうございます。風見さんに命を救われました。
Wow, that's It's okay. I found a no spoiler guide for the for literally just this moment. So, just want to make sure. All right. Oh no, I think that's a bit of exaggeration.
そうでしょうか。
A disappointed expression on her face, Sachi shifts the bags in her hands. Something inside catches my eye. Hey, that's canned food.
店員のおすすめコーナーで売っていたカムカンのマグロ味です。
Ooh, tuna flavor. Don't worry, I will try to figure out the route without help. Plus, multiple save states, files we can do now. Also seems to have cat food written on the side. Are you really planning to make a meal out of that?
食べますよ。
Oh my goodness, wet cat food? Ugh. I see. Look, it's not like I have the best eating habits myself, so I don't want to say too much about other people's diets. But voluntarily eating pet food, that seems a bit over the top. All for Michiru's cat.
私は食べませんよ。風見さん何を言ってるんですか。
I'm glad it was a misunderstanding, but please stop talking like I'm the one responsible for the confusion.
はい。
So if not you, who will be eating that cat food?
猫が食べます。
Ah, didn't know you had a pet, Sachi. As if at a loss for an answer, Sachi closed her eyes in thought.
それは見てもらった方が早いかもしれません。
Cat food from Michiru, probably, right? And just like that, she turns and begins to walk away. Guess this means I'm supposed to follow her? After entering a dead-end alley off the main road, Sachi takes a few steps and squats down to the pavement. Hey, kitten! Kitten begins to whine loudly in response to her presence. I see, so this is the recipient of the cat food.
はい。近所の子供たちに教えてもらったので、商店街に用事があった時は餌をあげるようにしているんです。
Aww. In other words, the local kids are usually looking after it, so it's not really her pet. Aww. There don't seem to be any visible problems with its health, but can't hurt to take a quick look. Mind if I examine its physical condition for a moment?
風見さんは動物のお医者さんだったんですか。
It's the neighborhood stray kitten, though. No, can't say that I am, but I should be able to tell if it's healthy or not. A long time ago, when I had a pet dog, my master taught me how to perform a basic checkup of an animal's health.
風見さんすごいです。
Receiving the kitten from Sachi, I began a simple palpation of its body. Even when you're dealing with a very small animal, if there's something seriously wrong with its body, the pulse and movements of its internal organs will always tell you as much. Seems to be in decent shape. Kitties are good, you know. Cats are
それ
cute.
ならよかったです。
Incidentally, the most common mistake people make when raising kittens is inducing diarrhea. People tend to give them milk during the weaning period, but many kittens don't produce that much of the enzyme needed to break down lactose. If their diet is too heavy on dairy, cause severe indigestion. Sometimes they'll even weaken and die if you don't get them treated. You should probably teach the kids that much if they don't know already.
そうだったんですか。私、勉強不足でした。
And this game will teach you how to take care of cats slowly. As she speaks, Sachi gently strokes the kitten's head. From her behavior and body language, it's clear that Sachi is quite fond of the animal. Have you considered taking the kitten in yourself? You know, keeping it in the dorm.
あの学生寮は基本的にペット禁止です。
Yeah, we should lift that, so Michiru will bring her cat home. I mean, what? Well, I guess that's not surprising. On the other hand, they're generally pretty lax on enforcing that sort of rule, you know? As long as none of the others have an allergy or whatever, I doubt anyone's going to complain if you're a little selfish for once.
わがまま。
Selfish. Matter of fact, Makina's keeping a crawfish in her room at the moment. Sachi's like, oh. Temptation. If you're interested in the idea, I could try talking to the principal directly and...
わがままはダメです。
Selfish is bad?
わがままを言って人を困らせるのは悪い子です。そして悪い子になるのは悪いことです。
Yeah, but she can't be selfish. That's Sachi for you. A bad girl, eh? Wait, what? I guess the class representative should try to be cautious about following the rules. But I think Sachi's true feelings are probably different. Animals are mysterious things. No matter how indifferent you are at first, spend a little time with one and you'll find yourself naturally getting attached. That's something I experienced personally in the past. Let me change the question. Forget everything else, Sachi. Would you like to keep the kitten as a pet if you could?
それは
Oh. There's a question. Just as Sachi averts her eyes from mine in hesitation, young boy runs noisily into the alley.
マサヒコくん、どうしたの？
Hi, the young child known as Masahiko-kun.
姉ちゃん、ちょうどよかった。実は姉ちゃんにビッグニュースがあるんだよ。
Big news.
ビッグニュース？
そう、ずっとペットを飼うことに反対してた母ちゃんが猫を飼ってもいいって言ってくれたんだ。
Oh snap.
だからこいつはもう段ボールの中で生活しなくてもよくなったんだよ。
The boy energetically gestures as he speaks, bubbling with joy.
そっか。それならもう安心だね。
Aww.
サチ姉ちゃんも今までこいつの面倒見てくれてありがとな。
私はただたまに餌をあげてただけだから。
And you have more food for him right now. With those words, Sachi gently hands the cat in her arms over to the boy.
今日からお前の家は俺ん家になるんだぞ。
Aww. The boy pets the kitten's head gently, just as Sachi had before. She watches the two of them quietly.
あ、それからサチ姉ちゃん。
何？
もしこいつに会いたくなったらいつでも俺の家に来てくれよ。
There's the nail in the coffin.
いいの？
Aww, she wants to.
当たり前だって。姉ちゃんのおかげでこいつもここまででかくなったんだからさ。
It's a reward.
嬉
Eh.
じゃあ授業が終わったら毎日。
いや、毎日はちょっと困るかなーなんて。
Every day will be a little too much.
残念。
とりあえず俺はこいつを母ちゃんに見せてくるよ。
大変だと思うけどお世話頑張ってね。
Ah.
任せとけって。
The boy pounds a hand against his chest, speaking with forceful confidence.
じゃあまたな、サチ姉ちゃん。
バイバイ。
それから目つきの悪い兄ちゃんも。
That's Yuji. Could have left out the evil-looking part. The boy cradles the cat carefully in his arms and dashes back out into the main street. That's too bad, Sachi.
ここは飼い主が見つかってよかったな、さすがサチだという流れだと思うのですが。
I'm not sure why I would compliment you at the end, but let's leave that aside for the moment. Deep down, you wanted to keep that kid yourself, didn't you?
もちろんです。
Aw. Knew it. Therefore, that's too bad.
そうですか。
With that curt reply, Sachi slowly begins to walk away. Ah, and the hearts.
私前々からその可能性を疑っていたのですが、風見さんは S と呼ばれる部類の人ですね。
Sadist? What? Can't say I've ever consciously classified myself as such. I guess I'll have to take your word for it, Sachi.
はい。情け容赦ない言葉攻めに私の中の何かが目覚めてしまうかと思いました。
Oh. Say what? What the heck is this? The classmate just confessed to me? Specifically about awakening to sexual deviancy?
でもありがとうございました。
No, it's probably because, like, why?
さっき寮で猫が飼えるように学園長さんと話をしてもいいと言ってくれたことに対してです。
Ah. Well, it was obvious that Sachi was fond of the animal after all.
あの子を自分の手で育てることはもうできないと思いますけど、私の気持ちを知ってくれている人が一人でもいるって考えると少し胸が温かくなります。
Yeah, no problem. Don't get too attached, girl. We don't even know if you're going down your route yet. That a fact?
はい。
Sachi begins to walk more briskly, seemingly unable to say any more. No matter how much she hides it behind words and logic, having something she loves taken away from her must be a bitter experience. If I were able to take some of the edge off that pain, I guess even the most whimsical of tailing missions might have meaning in their own right.
報告です、風見さん。あそこに榊さんがいます。
The tables have turned. Excellent. We're beginning covert surveillance. Follow my lead. Of course.
了解です。
Of course that's what would happen. Well, under circumstances at least. Oh my goodness. That is a brilliant way to end that
あ
moment.
れみちる、あんた今日も晩ご飯はコンビニのお弁当なの？
Seriously, Michiru. Is that what you're doing?
セーブするわ。
Well, guess what, guys? You know what time it is? Speaking of having takeout from the convenience store, it is time to call this live stream. I've saved it in a separate slot, which is at more than one, finally. Oh, we actually got to a choice! Oh my goodness, we actually got to interact with the game. Very exciting. Only took, more than 10 hours at least. But here we are. Anyway, this Anime Fan Arcade 2K, thank you very much for coming out to tonight's Monday night live stream of the Fruit of Grisaya. Hope to see you guys next week. Maybe we're actually getting closer to getting to choices. Oh my goodness. And yes, I think that was a perfect way to end it. So keep your stalking to a minimum and remember to stalk in pairs. See you all!